Okay, so in this experiment, we are gonna measure the capillary pressure. So capillary pressure is usually experienced in thin tubes or in porous media, and it is caused mainly because of the interaction of the forces between the immiscible fluids and the walls of the either the tube or the walls of the porous media. In this experiment, we have this Buchner funnel here, which is connected by a long tube to this burette. And I have 25 grams of glass beads here. This represent the grains of your porous media. I'm gonna add these to this water here. And just take it off and tap it to form an even layer. Okay, and now I'm gonna take off the excess amount of water from the top using a pipette. While doing this step, we have to be very careful to not suck in the porous media in our pipette and remove the excess water to the best of our abilities. Okay. Now we have this ruler here on the side. I'm gonna take it off and attach it here. Okay. Now our goal is to lower this burette down by 5 centimeters. So like I'm noting down that the meniscus of this water level in this burette, it's at about 90. So I'm gonna take down this point, or the point 30 on the burette, by 5 centimeters, so at 85. And then we are gonna measure the difference in volume of the water and difference in height of the water. So the 30 mark in the burette is at 90. I'm gonna take it down by 5 centimeters. Now the water level has moved from 30.1 to 29.4. So that's what we are gonna. Yeah, actually. Okay, so for the measurement, we look at the water level meniscus in the burette. Right now it is at about 30.2, and the mark 30 aligns with the mark 90 on the scale. Now what we do is we lower the burette by 5 centimeters. So I'm gonna get the mark 30 to 85 here. So this mark 30 is gonna move down, and then we are going to measure the difference in the water level in the burette. So the water level starts at 30.2, remember. Okay, so I'm gonna get the 30 point here to 85, and if you see the water level has now risen, I'm gonna wait for like 30 seconds, make sure it's stabilized, and then measure the reading. So the reading I'm getting is 29.5. So we started at 30.2 and it's at 29.5. So the change in volume would be 0.7, and our change in height is 5 centimeters. Now I'm gonna move another 5 centimeters. So get the 30 marking on the burette to the 80 mark on the scale or on the ruler, and then wait for a bit. Not much change, so it's 29.7. So our delta V, or the change in volume, is 0.2. And then you continue with changing the increments and measuring the delta V, and at some point the change in volume is going to be very high. So let's say we have another 0.2, 0.1, and maybe 2. At this point, when you see a large change in delta V, we change the delta H, so the distance by which we move the burette, to 2 centimeters rather than 5 centimeters, and keep on going like that until all the water in the glass beads or in our porous media has come out of the porous media into the burette, and that's our stopping point. And in our lab experiment, we plot the change in the height, or the cumulative change in the height versus cumulative change in the volume, and there is an equation in the journal or in the lab manual to calculate the capillary pressure from your delta H and delta V, and you measure the capillary pressure at each points, or at each change in delta H. Yeah, and that's your lab.